I have been talking to you about Greencheek Conures lately, and one of the questions I got is whether or not a Greencheek Conure would get along with the Cockatiel, or I believe a Budgie, like in an aviary. So let's talk about Greencheek Conures a little more. Hey guys, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrots Bite. Get your copy on Amazon.com today. This here is Cole. She is a Greencheek Conure that my daughter rescued because Cole was at a exotic bird store and was really thin. She wasn't being fed. I think she was slipping between the cracks, so my daughter took her out of the cracks, and now she's a good, happy, healthy girl, you could see, and she's going to keep flying on my camera during the video. Let's get started. If you're used to hanging out, thank you for being here. I love you guys. I love your comments. I'm finding myself short on time lately to answer comments, but I do try to at least give you a thumbs up, and I do read them, so thank you for posting. Greencheek Conures. So yesterday I talked about how it is a great time to get a Greencheek Conure. I told you some of the things that you want to look for in being wise about getting a Greencheek Conure, and I also talked to you about whether getting a Greencheek Conure from a bird store, a show, or a breeder is best. So if you're curious about that, check out yesterday's video. Today, Greencheek Conures and other parrots. My rule of thumb is, very simply put, Greencheek Conures get along with conures or conures. If you're into parrots, you call them burbs and you call them fids. They're conures. That's just the way the slang goes. Now, the thing about conures that is nice and ironic is that this is a very social parrot, a very affectionate parrot. And they're very loving, but they're aggressive parrots. Now, I hope you're going, what? Say what? How can they be social and aggressive? Isn't that like a contradiction? Yeah, you know, they're kind of amazing because we have a pair of Greencheek Conures that they've had a couple clutches of babies. And they're still super friendly with us. I have a friend who only visits like once or twice a year, so it's not like she sees them all the time. They're still super friendly with her when she comes to visit. They are social. And then Jekyll and Hyde rear the other face, I guess. And when it comes to other species, I don't find that they are social. I find that they're aggressive. The same Greencheek Conure that has a mate and has had a clutch and visits with my friend when she comes to visit, grew up with a Budgie and a Cockatiel. When they were in a larger aviary, there were less problems, but he did go and try to kill the Budgie. We only had time to like run outside and save her. Otherwise, I don't think she would have made it. Why did he go get into her cage and do that? No freaking clue. I could say it's a birdie brain, but that's, you know, not really accurate. Birds is birds. They, you know, I don't know. Birds are so intelligent, they don't necessarily think like we do. Then again, there's humans that do stuff like that, so I don't know, maybe they do think like us. I always kind of feel like birds are more like people than people realize. Both the good and the bad, for whatever that's worth. And so, you know, I don't know. So here's what I would say. If I had a Greencheek Conure, which I do, I have more than one, and if I had a Budgie, which I do, or if I had a Cockatiel, which I do, they would not be in the same cage, period. I might trust them like to be out in the same very large space, but I don't really prefer that. I really prefer that You know, the thing about budgies and cockatiels, I bet the same would be true of my linnies as well, is that these are kind of exceptional parrot species that are so sweet, so sweet. They can bite. It's, you know, someone said to me today, they saw my parrot on my shoulder and at a coffee shop, and they're like, do they bite? And I'm like, yeah, all parrots bite. And they're like, yeah, but like it doesn't bite you, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's like a dog. Do dogs bite? Yeah, they've got teeth. Does that mean they go around biting you? No. Does that mean that if you don't know a dog, you could get bitten? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's funny. We think of parrots as being different, and they are, but they're not. So anyway, but budgies, cockatiels, and my linnies, they're really sweet. They kind of seem like they don't have a lot of defense. I feel like those are species that I don't feel comfortable putting with other birds because a lot of other birds are good at going like, ah, and they kind of do a, ah, you know, and kind of like a lunge or a lunge peck kind of thing. But those are 3 species that they'll do that sometimes to each other gently, but they just don't really hurt other birds. So there you have it. You might be getting a Green-cheek Conure because I've said that it's a really good time to get a Green-cheek Conure, and I do believe that. Don't forget to be wise about it, be careful about it. But I still wouldn't put them, you know, with budgies and cockatiels. Now, I have one of my members, woohoo, he has budgies, and he has, I believe, a cockatiel or 2 and a green-cheek or 2, and they seem fine. They're not housed together. They come out like together, and they're fine. That's awesome. And if you're watching them and you're, you know, that's awesome. But I just wouldn't house them together. Like, I mean, I have them too. I just don't house them together. So, I'm going to give you one more thing about Green-cheek Conures that I have observed. And that is that, hi Cole. Hi Cole. You know, this is a hardy bird. In other words, some species, just like people, I'm like trying to get her in the picture. You know, some species are more prone to things or not or whatever. I don't know. I've heard it said that some species are more prone to accidents. I haven't experienced that myself, but you know, come here, you're supposed to be in the video, Cole. This is a Green-cheek Conure video. Come here, step up, step up, step up, step up. She's like, no. But Green-cheek Conures, man, you know, thank you. They just seem hardy. And, you know, she's just so pretty. Oh, I can't zoom up on her. That's how I'm going to zoom up on her. Isn't she so pretty? I wonder if she's a hybrid. I don't know, but I kind of wonder because of like the white and, you know. But anyway. And my suspicion is if she's a hybrid, it's with a black cap. Anyway, so Green-cheek Conures, they just, our Green-cheek Conures are like, I feel like they're made out of Superman because I don't feel like they get sick much. Like if I have an issue with a parrot, it's not usually my Green-cheek Conures. So my point simply is, if you're in the market and you're getting one, please don't put them in with your budgies or your cockatiels, or if you have a linny. And, you know, if you want to put them in with the conure, make sure that they're okay. I would first put them side by side, make sure that they're really bonded, that kind of thing, before I would trust them to be in a cage together. If you guys need me to make a video on that, I have in the past, but at this point I have enough videos that it's like a needle in a haystack. So I'll make a new one. Besides, my opinions and perspectives or angles or what I say changes some, because nothing gets repeated exactly, you know. But so if you get one, they're hardy. If you're looking for a bird, you know, I think they're a great bird. All right, over and out. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, like I said, I'm short on time these days because I'm feeding babies. I'm like, I can't wait until baby season's over, and I'm like, I'm not gonna breed as much. I'm too freaking tired. You guys, I want you to know, when you buy an exotic parrot and you're paying beaucoup bucks, you know, I know it's like a lot of money, but this is someone's job where they're earning money by taking care of their birds. And it's not like they have birds all year long. It's not like that at all. It's a lot of hard work. I'm kind of going, you know what? I don't know about this. But anyway, so please appreciate the birds you get. And, there are people who are really good breeders. There are people who aren't really good breeders. I'm not saying appreciate the ones that aren't good. I'm saying the ones that are good, man, I don't think you know what goes in. It's ridiculous. It's just like, I'm always taking care of my birds. So anyway, so make sure you appreciate your bird. And if you get a green cheek, I think you can like feel like you're getting a good bird. There's always exceptions to the rule, but boy, with the green cheeks, I haven't really found very many. All right, have a blissful evening.